The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s, South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net. 21st Precinct, aka 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953, to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer-writer-director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloan for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to Deputy Inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins, and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between Fifth Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill, and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Now, don't go away, because next on CBS Radio's Comedy Time are those two zany characters of many characters, Bob and Ray.
Now, Bob, Elliott, and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Hi, everybody. Only a few more hours to go on this Friday the 13th.
Got a like walking a tightrope today, hasn't it?
That's right.
Oh, I haven't had anything real bad happen to me that I...
No, I haven't either, come to think about it. But let's not jinx it, huh?
No. Next year we're going to have one Friday the 13th. It'll be in May, I see, by the Farmer's Almanac.
I'm going to put a little water here and have a little glass of... Oh, doggone it.
Oh, boy, look at that.
Oh, all over my suit. Hi, everybody.
Hi, what happened to you, Webb?
Well, I was changing a tire on my car,
Yeah?
and the thing slipped off the jack,
Oh, boy.
and it pushed me right into a couple of, the whole pile of deteriorating pumpkins.
Oh, that accounts for your kind of gamey appearance here.
And with a tilt of my nose, too.
Well,
What do you want to
what does the doctor say? You going to be all right?
He said the stains will come out if I tell the cleaner exactly what it is.
Uh-huh.
And not to try to get them out myself.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Walt. You too, huh?
Lost my wallet. Just after you
tell by
paid me
looking
this
at your-
morning.
Really?
Yeah.
All $13?
Right down the drain.
How about that? You
Why'd
lost
you
it
lose
down the
it?
drain?
Down the drain.
Oh, gee whiz. That's too bad.
So, I was wondering if I get the dance on next week. Like. I mean, man, it takes quite a lot for a groovy reporter like myself to meet the expenses of this ever-increasing cost of living period.
Like flake off, huh, Wally?
Like, I mean, I'm not going to eat if I don't get full advance.
Give it a long drink, huh, Wally? If you think...
Why'd you do that, Wall?
Like, forget it. Like we don't have the money to give you in
You mean like I'm stuck, huh?
Like you're in the soup.
Yeah, that's way out.
It's too bad.
That's the worst. Here's Mary Magoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Anything happen to you unfortunate today?
No, why?
Well, everybody else. Webley got all smeared up there with changing a tire, and Wally lost his wallet.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Ray's ruined his white suit that he was wearing today.
What does Ray try to make
Spill
off?
coffee
Like he's
on
Mark
it.
Twain
I don't
wearing that
know.
white suit.
He's letting the hair grow longer, too. He's getting flowing white hair.
Well, I figure that fellow who's playing Mark Twain around the country and on Broadway, I can always step in case he gets...
He's going to get tired sooner or later.
Sure, he's going to get sick of it, and I'll be able to step in and take over.
Well, have you got the...
No,
the voice
I don't have
down?
any of the mannerisms or the voice, and I don't know anything that Mark Twain ever
Well,
wrote.
you smoke cigars. He smokes cigars.
Well, that's about the only thing we have in common, and I've been in Hartford, Connecticut several times.
Well, I think you might have a good start there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other relatives we can talk about?
I'll cut that out now, George.
Well,
I guess I'm
what
the only
are
lucky
you
one
asking
today.
about all day? What's so special about today?
Oh, Friday the 13th, that's
Oh,
all.
my word, yes. Well, now,
That
I
does.
never even thought about it.
Well, you see, it probably would have been better not to mention it.
Probably
Because
not. If I'm thinking about it, something will happen.
Sure as shooting.
Well, I'd love to stay long, but I have to go uptown, get my weekend shopping done.
All right.
Get a leg of lamb. So long.
Yes.
Oh,
that nail in that chair.
oh, that was a lovely new coat.
It's too bad, Larry.
My heart goes out to you.
Yes, our sincere
Well, the
apologies.
way your suit looks, keep your heart in there. I don't.
Too bad.
My word. What happened to you anyway?
Well, I fell into some pumpkins that were over the hill, like they say.
Yeah, it's much too late for Halloween pumpkins now.
I'll have to go to the Invisible Weaver if I can find him down Grand Central.
He's a hard man to spot.
I heard that on the radio
Yeah.
one time. I think it was on Funny Side Up. Oh, do you hear that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, so long.
Right.
Bye.
Our best to the red-headed twins. Oh, she's gone.
That's
Some red-headed twins in her town, and
the relatives.
I always like to chat about them.
Hey, now that Friday is here, we thought we might take a moment out to remind you of some fine dramatic listening coming up Sunday night on CBS Radio.
Well, for Western action, you'll thrill the Gunsmoke's power-packed plot as Marshal Matt Dillon painstakingly teaches sidekick Chester how to tie his own shoes.
That have-gun will travel man Paladin will find that somebody's filched all his famous business cards.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, will be probing a case involving a gorgeous blonde, a stunning brunette, a ravishing redhead, and a dynamited chicken coop.
And suspense will bring you a chilling tale entitled Erie, Pennsylvania, with the late Fu Manchu in the title role.
These, or vastly dissimilar, although equally exciting plots, will brighten your Sunday night listening right here on CBS Radio.
Hey, do you think the program department is on the up and up with those plot synopses they send us this time?
Well, they're having fun with them, I guess. Only time will tell. We'll just tune in all of those shows and see what really happens.
Hello.
Natalie, Attired, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
Well, I'll.
Natalie Attired, our song sayer.
I just had new lifts put on those heels. Now they broke clear through.
Too bad. Those are your
Years
walkers,
ago.
too, aren't they?
No,
No?
these are my stunning evening shoes.
They look like your walkers.
No.
Very little difference there.
Well, I can't keep these on too long.
I see
Well, up, I
Eddie.
can't get them on.
I see Eddie slink in with you.
That.
I thought he was fired.
Well, lucky.
No, I'm not fired.
But he's slinking a lot more than he used to. Let me tell you, he's like a whooped puppy.
I thought I saw him slinking.
Well, anyway, I have a delightful song to say this weekend, and I'm going to have the full support of Eddie at the drum.
I'm going to try and do my very best.
He is definitely going to do his very best. I don't want to take up too much time because we have a long song to say. It's
And I'm looking right at you, Ray.
Well, what are you looking
When
at
I
me?
say I'm going to do my very best.
I know you.
Don't cast any aspersions.
Well, I won't. Okay. Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
were looking at me, Eddie.
Oh, I mixed the two of you up.
You had me confused there for a second.
Yeah.
I kept trying to get into your eyes view kind of focus, and I was
Yeah.
getting nervous.
Well, I'm
Well,
sorry.
he does that a lot. When he talks to you, he looks over your shoulder at the person down the road, too.
Yeah, or up at the ceiling. I see him
Yes,
do
he
that.
does that. He stays up at the floor, down at the floor when he's talking to you.
Yeah.
Kind of like he has no convictions in what he's saying. Do you know how to pronounce this word? It's coming up in the Pratt Institute alma mater song.
No, I don't, but I'll
It's
be happy to see what you
G-U-E.
do with it when you come to it.
All right, well, let's have at it, Eddie, please.
Right.
Towering far above her neighbors, shop and mart and hall, stands the home of student labor's noblest of them all. At each meeting, give her greeting, raise the proud salute. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail Pratt Institute. In our hearts her precepts linger, her example gleams, showing with unerring finger guerdon of our dreams. At our meeting, for our greeting, raise the proud salute. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail Pratt Institute. Around the world the chain extending, each to other binds, all her honored name defending, hearts and hands and minds. At our meeting, give her greeting, raise the proud salute. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail Pratt Institute.
Great. That's one of the best renditions you've ever done of a
Eddie,
college song.
thank you.
Quite all right,
Delighted
Mr.
with
Tired.
the way you did it.
Well, I was very pleased to cooperate and provide you with the background you needed to put over your rendition of the Pratt Institute song.
Thank you.
Now, friends, if you'd like to get rid of pesky dandruff in just 3 minutes.
Oh, wait, I like dandruff.
Well, I don't mean you, Bob. I mean those average normal men and women out there who don't like unsightly dandruff and want to get rid of it fast. You see, dandruff bothers most men, and women too, so listen. Today you can get rid of embarrassing dandruff in just 3 minutes. Yes, with Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo, unsightly dandruff's gone in 3 minutes. It's the quickest, easiest of all leading shampoos. And that's not all. Using Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away. Simply apply in the unique Fitch manner. Before you wet hair, rub in 1 minute. This way, Fitch shampoo penetrates right down to the scalp. Next, add water and lather 1 minute to wash every trace of dandruff out of your hair. Then rinse 1 minute. All that loosened dandruff goes down the drain. In 3 minutes with Fitch, 1 rubbing, 1 lathering, 1 rinsing, dandruff's gone. And never forget, gentle Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. To get rid of dandruff problems forever, brighten hair too, use Fitch regularly. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today, only 59 cents.
Wally left a tape here of someplace he went last week, I guess.
He was at some fair somewhere, and this tape here, so Mr. Joe Alonzo, who was recently returned from a extended tour of painting his kitchen, is all set to play that tape for us. So, Joe...
Painted it yellow twice.
Twice, yeah. Well, the first time it was too pale. Second time, now it's much too yellow. They're going to settle for gray. But anyway, will you play that tape?
Tika, Ohio. This is radio's Wally Ballou at the Attica Fair, and we're going to taste some of the sounds, smells, and sensations of a real country fair. I'm walking down the midway at the present moment, and looking at some of the jelly displays. At the far end, they're having a tug-of-war between the firemen and the high school boys. And we're going to look in on a hog farmer as he displays his wares.
All right, come on now. Come on, Timmy.
Maybe you can hear him now as he puts them through their paces.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, who curled that hog's tail the wrong way?
It was me, sir.
You
I
just
thought it was
noticed that.
supposed to go counterclockwise north from the northern hemisphere.
No, it's not. It goes counterclockwise.
He's berating a small assistant who's working with him there.
All right, come on, Timmy, let's go.
Now the pigs are being put through their paces as they jump through the hoops over the standing sawhorses, running up the ramp, playing follow the leader, so to speak, under these blue Ohio skies, which only this morning threatened to douse the whole fair with rain. Moving along now to the further end of the midway, we're watching a few games of chance. Gentleman is calling us over to...
Okay, I'll try that.
Here's a man who's going to be a good sport. Oh, you're in loss, sir.
I got a one.
Here's a young boy, guys.
He won't win.
There's a loser.
Save your money, but...
Here's a fella. Well, he lost, too.
You know, I think Congress could spend a little time investigating this bird.
Yeah, I think
never a winner.
I think he's running a...
I mean, why investigate winners? Let's get losers.
There's a loser.
I want to investigate losers.
Yes, it is a cricket game.
See, another loser.
Nobody's winning here, ladies and gentlemen.
See, boy, does he have losers. They investigate winners. Why don't they investigate losers?
All right, let's take our portable microphone to the squash contest. The contest for the biggest summer squash. And they have just picked you. Is that right, sir?
That is right. I have this huge squash that I got the night before the 4th.
Uh-huh. And it's lasted right through until late fall here now.
Yes, here it is, the 13th of November.
That's right. And you getting a prize for it, or?
Yes, I'm getting a blue ribbon to wear on my lapel, and also a ribbon that goes on the squash.
Well, what will you do with the squash after the fair is over?
Well, we'll cut it up and make a lot of pumpkin pies.
This is radio's Wally Ballou, returning it to Bob and Ray.
Thank you. And we'll have unusual sounds for you in just 10 seconds.
Here then is Monday's unusual sound.
And until then, have a nice weekend. This is Ray Goulding reminding you to run if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
Goodbye, Tom Shady.
Lowell Thomas reports every shade of the nightly news on the CBS Radio Network. City Editor's Report next on KNX AM/FM, CBS Radio Los Angeles. AM/FM, CBS Radio Los Angeles.